What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Chests and Racks Only. If you guys are new to the channel, this is a challenge where we use items that only come from chests and racks. In the last episode, I actually forgot that I had skipped the den, so we're going to go ahead and do that first, and then get into Act 2.
The rogue's test is done.
Beautiful. There's a free skill point, and of course, we're going to be getting one more from the sewers. Now, this also opens up the reset stat and skills. And guys, I still don't know when we're going to do that because the fire is still pretty strong. I think it starts to fall off like Act 4, Act 5. So we'll see. But until it starts to feel really weak, we're probably not going to change anything. But let's get the sewers done. Get another skill point. We're up to 200, 230 damage to the wake of fire, which doesn't seem high, but it melts. Now, we've actually already run into an issue. These burning dead mages are immune to fire. So, is it going to block us? Maybe not. But it is quite annoying. So, are we going to have to maybe switch to a dual element soon? Yeah, we actually might. We'll see, though. I actually really want to get the mercenary geared up as well. Like, right now, we're not using a mercenary, which would help us with that immune problem, but we don't have any gear for him. That's the real issue. Yeah, we have a lot to figure out. Okay, I think this is Ratty here. Just gonna have to be careful with these fire immunes. Really annoying. Did we get him? No. There we go. And we're out. We're out. We're out. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that was a little bit hectic. Yeah, our character state is not very great. We're very low on resistance. Our health is pretty low. We don't have the gear for it, you know? Unfortunately, when it comes to dealing with immunes like that and being trapped into tight little spaces, it's not very good. Now, my original plan was to farm chests in each act, but after being disappointed with Act 1 Nightmare, I'm not really sure. I was kind of just going to wait until Lower Kurast again. We might have to rethink that. If we run into another situation where there's fire immunes like that are actually a problem, then we might have to go dual element, which it is the reality, but it's also going to hurt our damage a lot. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. Either way, we got this free quest point, and we can move on to getting the staff. Alright, here we are, finally. This map is actually really dangerous for us. Anytime there's death beetles in the small corridor, it's pretty dangerous. And it's because the traps don't really do a good job. Like, when you put them down, first off, it's hard to put them down. Then sometimes when you put them down, they're kind of like in the wall, and they don't actually shoot. So then you have all these death beetles walking right up to you, and then now somehow there's one behind you. And Fire Blast does a good job, but it also just makes them shoot charged bolts all over you. So, yeah, not the most fun map. But we did it. Awesome. Let's go get the amulet. Ooh, nice. Starting to get flawless gems from chests, which is great because I love to do some crafting. And maybe some upgrading, but mostly crafting. So, alright, level 2. Shouldn't be too bad. No fire immunes, anything like that. That seemed like a kind of like a one-off. I'm sure we'll come into more, but I was certain that fire was pretty good for a few more acts. Aw, man, it's so sad to see a unique not coming out of a chest. Oh, and a soul rune. Does this count as a rack or chest? I'm keeping this soul rune. And I'm gonna let you guys decide whether that counts as a rack or a chest. I can't remember what it was called. I'll have to check the footage after because I never read it. I just hit it. It's just the altar, isn't it? Oh, I don't think it counts. I don't think it counts, but we'll put it over here just in case. Either way, we got the amulet. Oh man, this is about the time when stuff starts to actually drop and I'm sitting here wishing I could pick it up. Oh boy. All right. No big deal. Time to test our luck with the Arcane Sanctuary map. First time, hopefully. Oh, wow. Thank God we got it on the first try. This is such a frustrating map for traps. We went through 2 full inventories of potions getting here. Like, holy crap. The Fire Clan guys have like really high fire resistance. The stairs just make everything so hard because you put the trap down and it shoots out, but it doesn't actually hit the enemy. Goodness gracious. Okay, we're going for the circle. We're almost there. First try, Arcane Sanctuary map. You gotta love it. I was kind of hoping to farm the, what's it called? The super chest at the end of the Arcane Sanctuary. But at the same time, I just don't think it's really worth it to go through all of that over and over. Like, if there were no stairs, different story, but narrow corridors and stairs do not mix very well with the Wake of Fire traps. That's for sure. Alright, let's go find Duriel. Hey, there she is. Awesome. That wasn't too bad. Okay, we need some more potions and then we're good to go, but let's get this out of the way because it takes some time. Boom. Yeah, so really nothing in terms of gear upgrades, and honestly, not a lot of good options for farming. So what I think I'm going to do, guys, I think I'm just going to go to Lower Cross and Nightmare. I'm going to do Act 2, obviously, in this episode. Next episode, we're going to do Act 3 up to Lower Cross. And then once we have Lower Cross, I think I'm going to straight up spend like a couple hours there. I'm not gonna stop doing Nightmare Lower Cross until we have an upgrade in every single slot. I want Spirit, I want Insight, I want Stealth, I want Lore. Like, we need actual upgrades because we are really hurting. One more thing, I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, but I think it might be time to switch to Fade as well. Yeah, we're really struggling with the resistances and the damage reduction as well. Curse reduction, like, yeah, which ironically, if you guys don't know, the curse reduction also applies to shrines because they're the same mechanic, which is, yeah, don't get me started on that. But yeah, okay, let's get a mercenary to distract. Do we want Mizan? Yeah, let's take Mizan. Holy freeze! I don't think he had anything on him, so hopefully I'm not misremembering, but let's put some of the items that we have in the stash here. Not that it's really great, but you know, it's something. Obviously, this will become our first insight when we have the necessary runes. But we need a small distraction for Duriel here because otherwise we're just gonna get completely pummeled. I think we should be okay, but if not, obviously we can just get out. Okay, yeah, this is probably going to be pretty tough, especially because the holy freeze. Yeah, it's okay. We just gotta stay alive. Really rough. Okay, I already have health though. God, he hits so hard. This is the problem with these traps, like, they're hitting maybe 30% of the time. When the monster's running around like this. God. We gotta keep her or keep him in the same little area. But it's really difficult. Yeah, we used all of our rejuves here too. And of course I don't have a town portal up. Okay. I just want to get more rejuves because that's crazy. The mixer of Holy Freeze and just insane damage. So scary.
Not here.
There's nothing the right potion can't cure.
Okay. I think this should be good though. He's pretty low. Come on. There we go. Woo. Yeah, so did I drop my ring? Oh my god. Looks like we're not missing too much. How did I do that? I guess when I was putting potions on, I control clicked my ring. I'm gonna have to look at that when I'm editing the episode. My goodness. That's what happens when you're just freaking out. Christ. Yeah, I really don't like how close we get to death on this character. I thought that it was going to be significantly easier than the no stat, considering that we can use stats and we have 185 vitality right now. But the problem is we just don't have gear. Like, I feel like the no stat had some pretty decent gear because we were able to farm as much as we wanted. And even though we can use a mercenary, we're not using it because, number one, we have no gear for it, which means it doesn't do very much. And it dies a lot, which leads me to number two. It's expensive, and our only source of gold is from chests and racks. It's actually it's interesting. It's a different kind of challenging, you know. Obviously, this is a challenge run, and I was expecting it, but we were just doing so well, and you know, who knew? Normal difficulty is kind of easy. Now that we're in Nightmare, everything's changing. Down to 100k. Okay, guys, so like I said, next episode, we're going to get up to Lower Kurast, and then I'm going to do probably like 2 or 3 plus hours of Lower Kurast. I'm going to clarify the goals in the next episode so that we know, but yeah, stealth, spirit, lore, definitely some rare boots and gloves. A rare belt would be nice. The amulet, maybe if we can get something with the life and resistances instead of the +1 to chops, I would take it. But it is going to take a pretty decent upgrade to want to replace that. And then on top of that, some inventory upgrades. I mean, we're not really using too much, or even 13 stamina. I could probably get rid of that by now. We did pick this up at one point. I don't think it's the biggest deal. Like I said, we can go into Fade. But just having those items with +1 to skills is going to help us so much. Yeah, on top of everything else. Awesome. Okay, guys, Act 2 Nightmare complete. That was actually a little bit hectic, and I'm really starting to feel the heat. But, yeah, listen, guys, I know it's been a little while since the last episodes. I've just been really busy lately, but I'm going to try to get as many episodes out as soon as possible because I have even more challenges in the backlog that I'd like to do, and we can't get to them until we complete this one, so awesome. If you're still watching, thank you so much for being here. Catch you in the next one. Shout out to the Double D Lover members that you see on the screen, and of course a special shout out to Little Hoodison and Anna Varen for being Double D fanatics. If you guys want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much.